We're here on this muggy day, Father's Day again.
Sloppy day.
Seeing a second movie in a row.
Yep.
I drove 2 hours. I just watched an hour and a half movie. Talked about it. We still have a half hour before the movie.
He's doing this for you guys.
I am, and it's super muggy.
It's bad.
And terrible. And yeah, now I want to sit through an hour and 42-minute movie.
Okay, good to know, because I don't know what movie this is.
Yeah.
You have not told me.
I told you just a minute ago that it was an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Which I'm kind of like...
Which I don't historically like any of those. They're all pretty bad.
He's got one or two good hits in that.
He's got a couple good swings that he's, you know.
Yeah, if this was a UFC fight, he got like a kick to the head once, and then he just got ground pounded the whole
completely destroyed. But I'll tell you this: his movies always have the worst dialogue ever.
Sure.
The child actors talk like adults. The adults talk like children. It's true. It's fucking stupid, and I hate most of his movies. And
we're going to see another one.
They're usually like so artsy and so like overly like
their lofty ideas are not even grounded on earth at all. They have no like
water kills these things. There's water in the air. The fuck, science?
Let's go to a planet that's 3/4 water.
I know.
Yay!
Why the fuck would you do that?
Did I ever tell you the script doctor for that? Just make it so they die from alcohol.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because the main dude struggles with alcohol, and then just it's perfect. That's all you gotta do, and then he just smashes a bottle of alcohol and kills it.
Yeah, but
way better.
That doesn't take out the whole species.
No, well, we have alcohol.
Oh, that's stupid.
What do you mean? You go to the liquor store, you got champagne, you're fucking...
What else is there? What else has he got that's good? Unbreakable. I don't even remember that being that good.
Right.
Sixth Sense. I don't...
That's a decent movie.
Split, I remember liking, but I also hated it, like, a lot. I watched it in the theater, I was like, okay. I really like McAvoy. James McAvoy. I really like him. He's a great actor. But, you know, and he played like a million roles in that movie really well, but I hated that movie because it was just really dumb.
Whoopsie-doo.
Like, he's got all these personalities and something like, when he switched, because he split personality, he's got 22 personalities. Every time he switches personalities, they all have a different outfit on. So what do? Just stop, go home, change up, and then like be in that personality. Now I'm him. And like
it's just got like a full wardrobe.
One's like a child. Yeah, exactly. One's a child. One's a woman. So you like change like into a woman stuff. Anyway, that's the kind of bullshit that Shyamalan does.
Let's talk about the greatest movie ever.
He has a really cool idea. Like, it's got a cool twist, and then he doesn't know how to make it realistic or implement it in any way that works.
Yeah.
So he's an idea guy. Then take your idea and give it to someone and have them write it all.
Right. I have this premise.
Don't write shit. Just write the punchline and give it to somebody. Just give fuck. I don't know.
What about
when
he doesn't write it and then it's shit? Like the greatest movie ever.
Oh, Last Airbender? That sucked.
Oh yeah, he's bending.
We saw that in the theater. That was my first 3D movie I ever saw.
Yeah.
And that was
when Riley was with us?
And I got fucking nauseous watching that because the pans were so shitty and it was like the worst 3D ever.
That was the worst day acting. I quit watching 3D and was like, 3D doesn't work. I've never seen a movie like that again, and then until like 20 years later.
And now they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
You know, we've been.
No, I remember your son came out of the theater with us, and he's just a kid, and he's like, "Boy, that was the worst movie."
I know. He was like, I think he was 5. He was 5,
and then a critic was born.
He's like, that was the worst movie I ever seen.
It's like you've only seen like 2 movies.
You know what's funny though? In contrast to that, is the movie Pacific Rim.
So funny.
We saw, the kaiju movie with robots.
Yeah.
And like it's just everything blows up, and they're using shit like
buildings
ships as bats
and trains.
When we got out, he was shaking. He's like, that. He was like maybe 7 or something at the time. He's like, that was the best movie I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, for real, he was shaking. So that's how you know that The Last Airbender was garbage.
It was. He's a good litmus test for that shit. Wow, funny.
Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna watch it. Speaking of which, I'll let you in on the name. The Watchers.
Oh.
So whatever the fuck that means. I haven't watched trailer or nothing. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, a lot of different things.
I read like a little bit about it. I'm not gonna share here.
Damn it.
And it's about Watchers. They're like the premier
there aren't any
Watchers.
other ones. It's
These are the premier Watchers. So it's gonna be good.
Oh my
They're the
Lord.
MVPs of the Watcher game.
The Watcher.
Anyway, we will see you when we get done with this. Probably more than likely pile of shit.
Oh, great. Yep.
See ya.
Keep that in
Yeah, so we just saw The Watchers. And, ugh, dude. Dude, come on.
So we almost had the theater to ourselves.
I was actually happy about that.
We were like,
a bunch of people piled in at the last second.
Like 5 minutes into the movie, a bunch of people showed up. We're like, damn it, we could have just been. You could have got your pacing, and everything.
Yeah, man, that's rough, dude.
It's a downer. Yeah.
No, it's not a downer. It's just
a bummer.
Stupid. What a stupid movie.
It's so dumb.
You know what's funny is during the movie, I was thinking like, you know what? It's interesting. Some parts of it are interesting. I was like, okay.
It's a different premise.
But what happens is,
a bunch of things.
Once she gets straight out of the woods and then meets this lady, and then no one shuts the fuck up forever. There's so much exposition.
It's a lot of trying to explain how things are going and
how this world works.
These are the rules.
And how the rules. Oh my God. That's, I forgot to mention in our pre-review why I hate it. Like, it's part of why I hate him so much.
Yeah.
There's so much exposition. I would have actually enjoyed that movie if you never learned what the fuck was happening.
It would have been 10 times better.
Yeah.
It would have been like, oh.
And then somehow she gets away, or even if there's like a bunker, even if they kind of like stumble upon that, but don't find all the video logs, and don't find the audio logs, and don't find the scrolls, and don't find the fuck. Because no matter what, someone's either saying exposition, or there's in a video log saying exposition, or they're in an audio log
or
saying...
they're looking at a tapestry, or they're reading a manuscript, or whatever, and it's just nonstop. Here's what's going on.
Never ends.
This is the past, and this is this big lore that you gotta know about in order for it to all make sense.
Bullshit, too.
I think it's a crummy story. I think he's just got nothing. He is not a creative person.
Correct.
What the fuck?
It is a shitty story.
It's stupid.
It was cool if you alluded to that's how the story is, and you don't say fucking fuck all, and just have a bunch of tense moments. I've been like, oh man, that's fucking crazy.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
The other part,
the other thing too is when
it's sigh. The whole movie's like...
It is. It's just like, are they going to shut the fuck up? Is anyone going to shut up?
Oh, God. It's got the same lady... Here's the thing. It's got the same lady from that movie Tarot.
Yes.
Who is old lady exposition in Tarot.
And guess what she does in this?
She's old lady exposition in this.
She's the greatest expositionist ever.
Expositionist. It's a title. It's a.
That's what she is. It's fucking the whole movie. She's always just like, get it together, man. We gotta
these rules.
We have these rules.
Never break these rules.
We'll get through that door if we don't. We just stand in front of it. Get behind me. Like what? Really?
I know. I kept saying like, how does anyone know any of this shit?
It's
like the whole movie.
Well, you find out how she knows.
You do, but it's still stupid.
But it's a dumb reason.
It's really dumb.
It's like not
this
a
is
good
fucking
one.
Stupid. This movie, oh my God.
It's really bad. Here's what I think. I think the second you see what they're up against, it just is just. I just was so let down.
I was into it once they're in the building for a while, and they're like, I've been here for 5 months, and they're foraging for food. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
This kind of got some legs.
It's got
and then it just
a good basis.
Then it shits all over itself.
Just can't hold it in. I gotta M-Night this.
Gotta get out. Oh man, just shit. Literally does it. Shits all over itself. It sets up something that's kind of cool, and then it just shits all over everything. And then it gets all, and
it compounds.
It does. It's all compound. It's like slipping in its own shit.
It's got one. He's doing that stupid twist shit that he does at the end all the time. The last 20 minutes was like this revelation, and then
kinda,
and it didn't amount to. I mean, it was dumb.
Every time a fucking Shyamalan movie shits all over itself, a fucking fairy gets its wings.
Pretty much, man.
Like literally that happened.
That's happened so many times.
Fairy gets its wings.
That's a lot of fairies.
I can't spoil it, but jeez.
We might as fucking. I mean,
Jesus, man, that sucked.
I was not a fan of
this. Man,
so I think let's look at.
I'm in 2-3.
Yeah, me too.
That just sucks.
I think so. That was Dakota.
That was Dakota Fanning.
She's alright in this. She didn't really have.
If you want to get a breakdown, it's shot pretty good. It's in a beautiful place. It's in Ireland.
I will say this: the wide shots of like the forest and the landscape are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it's nice to watch.
In a cabin.
And even like the little village that they're in and stuff. Like
just cute little.
He's got good shots picked out.
He's got shit figured out for that. But
there's some cool stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
The shots are good. The acting was solid.
But it's got that
except
stupid
for that old lady exposition.
I'm driving to go deliver a bird.
Yeah, what the fuck is
in the middle of where the fuck are you? Like those roads that she was on.
There is so many dumb little plot hole things.
It's so dumb. Oh, the car died. Like the classic, right? Like,
and then she's like, I'm gonna go walk and find help. And instead of following the road, she just goes right out in the woods.
And then she turns around, where's my car?
I can't be spoiling.
All right, fuck it. This movie's
and no one should ever see it.
It's so bad.
It's like
it's another fucking bummer of his. It's just, he can't make good movies anymore. He made like a couple. I don't
think he ever really did. I think the movies that we think are good, like The Sixth Sense, are really.
They're not that.
This is fucking boring as shit,
too. It is really boring. Oh, God.
And the worst thing, I know. I was yawning a ton right before it was over. I was like, oh, God. And I was like looking at my phone, like, oh, no. I remember I was trying to
40 minutes left.
Because, you don't want to piss people off. But I was like, when I looked and I saw it was about 45 minutes left, I was like, what the fuck else can they do? And then it did. It just drug. It just kept dragging and dragging.
It's like second act or third act,
fourth act,
or whatever you want to call it. And then it went off in a weird direction, and like it didn't really. I don't know.
There was a couple like clever things at the end, like oh no, this no.
Yeah.
She's like this. Oh no.
This isn't.
But I was like, I was so far removed by the time those popped up.
Yeah. It was,
that I was like,
it's too late.
I was like,
way too late.
I just thought it was just dumber then. For real, because I was like, oh God, now she got wings. Like what?
Yeah. That got goofy. So I guess if I had to rate this, I'd probably give it a 3.
3?
Yep.
I think that's where I'm at because
there's some good.
Because the
premise wasn't nice terrible.
I was
just the execution.
Like I said, I was totally on board.
Yeah.
For like the first like half hour.
It was really weird because we're like, how? Well, I guess we can do spoilers, right?
I'll give it a 3. So,
okay, so
3. Spoilers.
So when she finds this lady running in the woods, and like, why would you run from her? First of all, right?
Why'd you run after her?
Well, why would the lady run away from you?
Hold on.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's where I was like, why?
Well, it's to get her to follow her.
Yeah, I guess. So she wants more,
more people to toy with.
Yeah. So
old lady exposition is technically the villain, but then technically not the villain.
She's not really a villain.
She's a halfling. It's this stupid, it's this convoluted story.
It's really convoluted.
About, what are they fucking called? Fairies and changelings from thousands of years ago.
Where they used to live among humans as gods.
And then we trapped them underground.
And then like they were gods and teachers and everything, and then they started having children with us, and then those are the
daywalkers,
and the whatever. And so this Madeline lady, old lady exposition,
she's a halfling.
She's a halfling. You don't know that until the very end of the movie.
Yeah, you don't know like most of the shit.
Yeah.
But it's all uncovered through stupid, like, I don't know. There's a scene where Dakota Fanning's looking through pictures.
Yeah.
And all you see is like this exact shot. You're looking at my face and she's looking through pictures. You don't get to see the pictures. What's the point of that whole shot? And it's like, oh no. She's like,
to give you suspense so that when she shows.
And it wasn't even cool.
Who did she know?
The Kira.
Yeah.
Who turned out to be Madeline anyway, because changelings. So it was like, it's like,
hey, did you see yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
You look a lot younger.
Oh my God.
You haven't aged a day. Whatever. I couldn't tell. It was such a shitty. So her car breaks down. She finds this lady running in the woods.
Why don't we just start at the beginning? This guy's like, why don't you? We run a pet shop, guy, like girl.
Yeah.
Me and you, we're running a pet shop.
Yep.
So here's a bird. You got to go drive like 2 days away
to
deliver the bird, and then 2 days back.
Well, he's like, why don't you take some time off and go deliver this bird?
Yeah, and I'll pay you or something or whatever. And then she's on it. This is the dumbest part. She's like,
it's really bad.
GPS to a major city. She's driving through the countryside. Suddenly the roads get like turned to dirt roads. And then suddenly they're all overgrown. And then suddenly she's in the middle
through the mountains.
She's in the middle.
Who lives out there? Who's the fucker that lives out there?
But it's the main road to get to a big city. Yeah. Fuck off. There'd be a highway.
No.
But anyway, suddenly she finds herself in the middle of this dense woods. And then
dense.
The densest woods ever.
Like,
and then you're like, uh-oh. And then her car starts having trouble.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, radio, I can't hear you anymore.
And then she gets out and it's steaming. Car broke down. And then she's like, okay. She grabs her bird in the cage. She's like, well, I guess we're going to go find help. Walks directly off the road, right
90 degrees away.
Directly into dense woods. And you're like, I looked at her, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What? And so the movie can happen. Yeah.
Right. And then, so she chases this lady. She sees her out there. Well, she finds out that her car, something's wrong with it.
Well, she walks just a little bit and she's like, uh-oh. She turns around. My car's gone.
And then she's completely
And then she sees an old lady with white hair.
Follows her to this bunker.
And then the rest, half the rest of the movie's in a bunker.
This bunker with a giant glass wall, which is a mirror.
That's what I thought.
One-sided mirror, and then
that's what I thought was kind of clever.
That was neat, because you don't, for most of the movie, you don't see what's on the other side. So these
watchers, don't know what a watcher looks like.
They come out at night. They can't be out in the daytime, so they come out at night, and then they observe who's in the bunker.
And they want
there's other people in the bunker.
To just live their lives in the bunker.
Yep.
So they can look at them and like
study them,
and see how their mannerisms are.
Yeah, because
so they can infiltrate society later, probably.
They
can't leave the forest.
They can't.
So what's the point?
I don't know. There isn't one. Only the changelings can do that, or the.
All I can say is when that dude's like, when the guy, the professor. So let's get back a step. You find this out later. This professor guy. He knows all about these changelings.
Yep.
And he's studied all of it. And they're thousands of years old. And he's
also old man exposition too.
He is, and he's in all the audio logs and the fucking video logs.
Find later in the bunker.
And anyway, so if you go out at night, these things will fucking come kill you. Period.
Yeah.
Period. They kill everything. They eat all the crows and all the shit.
I guess we think.
I think
we don't know. There's not really much of an ecosystem in that ridiculous forest.
It's like this really barren fucking wasteland of a forest. But somehow this guy built this multi-million-dollar bunker directly in the center of this haunted changeling forest.
Yeah, because the forest is like magical.
How the fuck did he ever?
Well, and then he's like, so I brought like 13 workers a day, and they would work, and then I would leave them outside, and they would die to the change. It's like, how are you getting them in there? How are you finding your shit?
Exactly.
Are you using a helicopter? GPS doesn't work. They didn't even have it when he barely had
2001 or 2000 something like
whatever
that.
When he first built it. So it's like, I don't understand how he was able to get that constructed.
And if they're watching him dig out a bunker, these changelings every night, and he leaves during the day or whatever. There'd have to be roads going right to that bunker for him to get all the materials.
It's all poured concrete.
It is. It's like a bunker. It's a big. It's like the fucking Terminator 3 bunker. It's a big fucking.
Massive.
It's not like some like little.
No.
Like a
There's multiple.
A box, like what are those called? A shipping container?
Yeah.
It's not like one of those buried. It's a like big complex.
Multiple rooms.
Look, we got food for years. Like
that's what he said. Yeah, when they were down there. So it's like, so this guy, he literally killed thousands of people to make that bunker.
It's a multi-million-dollar bunker.
It's huge.
And then these changelings watched him every night or something or whatever.
He did his study. And the other thing is, where the fuck did he get the money for that? Like, is this guy?
I don't know. He's just a college professor.
That's all he is. He's
so dumb.
He's not like a
They just explain it away, and they just they act like you're just dumb.
Well, they're just like, don't.
That's the other thing.
Look over here. Don't worry about that.
This fucking movie
here.
This movie treats you like you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And it's kind of insulting.
It's insulting, yeah, for sure. It's not good.
You assholes. Fucking Shyamalan.
Fucking another
butthole.
Just shitter.
So sick of this
another
shit.
Shitter. So anyway, a bunch of shit happens. They spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to get out of there, and then they
and she's there for like a day. She's there for like a day. And then she's like, well, I'm going down in one of the burrows. Rope me down. Goes down like,
they go down
she knows
where
that there's
these things
horrible
live.
monsters that live underground and they know where the burrows are. So she goes down there and she's like, oh, we got a bike. That's our way out.
We're going to bike out of this dense forest.
One of us is going to bike because we found one bike and there's four of us. Anyway, so they get a bike up and they get a camera up.
Yep.
And then
they film. Yeah, so these changelings try to like manipulate them by
they
thinking that that it's people they love are at the door and dumb shit like that, which is how many movies have done that.
That was I was actually still half on board up to that point.
Well, I think wasn't it actually her real husband?
No. They're changelings. They can.
Yeah, but I thought.
Oh yeah.
It turns out that
but how would he not know the book that he?
Yeah, that part. I'm confused.
I'm confused too because they set it up. He's outside the door. Let me in. He's buck naked, and they have a camera at his legs.
Yeah.
They set up this trick camera.
And then he looks down, and it's actually.
And it's actually him, and then he gets yoinked.
Yeah.
That's all that ever happens is people get yoinked.
Yeah, you don't see
it's
any.
Like, they're like laying down like. Ah!
Yeah, it does the whole.
That's it.
Slide across the log thing.
PG-13.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Major bullshit.
This could have been okay. Oh no, I don't know. It's just so broken. It's so fucking broken. It is. It's so fucking broken.
It's so broken.
I don't think it could be anything.
Yeah, I know. But it ends weirdly because.
So he's like, go back to my. That's another stupid fucking thing. So no, they're like. So he kills himself, or no, Madeline, the changeling kills him.
The professor does.
He's like, she tried to kill me.
Yeah.
Anyway, off camera or whatever. And
because he catches one and he tries to make it be like his dead ex-wife. And then it learns how to be her, and they live together in the bunker, and then...
But the stupid thing is, he tells them in the audio or the video logs in the bunker, he's like, if anyone gets this, you need to go back to my office at the college and destroy all my research.
And what do they do? Not do that.
For one, I was thinking like, no, you need to fucking tell the military that there's this fucking things here.
That place?
Yeah, this horrible place.
Boom.
You know, in the forest.
Because it's bad. Like and there's a lot of those changelings.
Yeah, there's got to be a couple dozen. But
it seemed like a lot.
But anyway, so then, oh my god, it's so dumb. But so the really dumb part is they go to the college. And it's been like fucking years since this guy died.
Yeah, and
they left his office.
The students have a fund to keep his office.
The students funded him to keep his office as is.
Yeah, like
to what point?
None of that made sense because
for a decade?
Well, no,
students
would
come and go.
Like, they all knew that he was researching this shit.
Yeah, they did say that.
He's like
he really believed it.
Yeah, he really believed it. And it's
what the fuck? That's the dumbest thing ever. Like, students over a period of like 10 or 15 years
who don't go there anymore.
Most of them don't and don't have any fucking idea who this guy is.
No.
Are continuing to fund it. They're just paying extra money
for the rent to the room
just to keep the room as is.
Like, who is this guy?
For what fucking reason? It's so Shyamalan, you don't understand how the world works.
You don't live in this world. Are you a changeling and you're just trying to figure this shit out?
Anyway, fucking blah blah blah.
Bullshit. So they do find a way out of the forest, and they get out.
They find a boat. He knows he stashed a boat.
Yep. And so they get out. They go into the real world,
What's that kid's name? Danny? Danny dies.
Danny dies because he's...
Stupidly.
Oh, it's my brother.
No, that was her husband, he thought.
Oh, it's her husband.
Isn't that dumb? He knows he got killed. He watched him get doinked. He's like, looks out on the camera, doink, and gets killed.
No,
he's seen that earlier, right?
So then, it's on camera. The guy is not there.
Yes. So then, they're running to the boat, and the guy's like, Danny, help! And he turns around, and it's that guy.
It's not even a loved one. It's like a guy that he doesn't even know. Like, not really.
It's that other chick's husband that he has the hots for.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I got it back. He goes back and grabs him, and then the guy slits his throat. Because he's actually a changeling. Go fucking figure.
I don't understand. Yeah, there's some serious hatred those things have for humans.
I guess.
It's like, we had nothing to do with you being
so
trapped
fucking dumb.
When they're running to get there, they come across that big giant seal with all like the
this
big gigantic stone like plaque.
And then
of where like
then she stops. She stops to be like, oh, this is where they did all this. She says all this fucking exposition, and then she's like, oh, it's almost dark. We gotta go.
Like, you just burned 10 minutes, bitch. What are you doing? You don't see the stars coming up over the horizon. You're fucked, man.
Then again, you can explain that away because she's a changeling. But
she's a daywalker.
Yeah, but her whole goal was to get away from the forest.
Right, so she needed humans to
Which is funny because all the other changelings are cursed to live in the forest forever.
They can't leave, yeah.
She could have just left anytime she fucking wanted.
Was she...
Right? She left on a boat.
So here's the really fucking stupid thing is...
It's all really
She would know the boat was there because she lived with the asshole when he was making the damn logs.
You're right.
She was they were a thing. He was dating and banging this changeling thing that's just horrifying when you see what they really look like.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. He's banging her chick. He's like, you look like my ex-wife. Let's get it on.
You want to look like her? He's showing her...
So I can have sex with you? And she's like, yeah.
No, her ass...
This changing had to be on board or what?
To get out of that cage it was in for like 20...
That's so fucking stupid. Oh, I don't know how I gave this a 3 after talking about it, but I'll leave it there.
Her ass was fed. Can you make it a little bigger?
Yeah. Oh, because that's it. They kept saying, oh, you could change.
Yeah, you can change. So
you can fix them and bring them back.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring them back,
which is not what that is.
It's like, yeah, my wife had some B cups. So what's up? Come on. And the change like, God, this is horrible. That's like literally what happened.
She knew how to do. She knew
That's literally what happened, though.
So that's actually what happened.
If you break it down, because he like literally became best friends and like lovers with this changeling.
Yep. That took the form of his ex-wife, dead wife who died
of lung cancer.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then what does he do? He just gets depressed because
and kills himself
and tries to kill her.
Yeah, kills her, and then she turns the gun and kills him.
She's stuck there, but she's not. She could have just left the whole time.
She could have left anytime she wanted.
It's so stupid. If she's upstairs, that means she can get out of she can come and go as she pleases.
Yeah, but what she was doing is luring people back.
For him?
No, she's already dead at that point. Well, she's luring people back so she can learn from them, maybe.
Yeah, that would
I don't know.
It's all she knew was this asshole who trapped her down there
and had sex with her a bunch. That's horrible.
Like, I need to know if these are all like that or if it's just this asshole.
Anyway, it ends in like it's a bunch of trickery at the end. Like,
it is because
she pretends to be Kira, the only other friend that was there.
Yep.
And then she's like, "You're not Kira."
Yeah.
Madeline. And then she's like, "All right." And then what about that part? This is where I actually openly laughed like really hard. Is when she's like, wham! She's like, throws her, bam, across the mirror.
Slapping her.
Yeah, just knocking her all around this house.
Her.
Yeah, because she's this giant changeling monster, and then she
super strong.
She like leaves the house in a robe. Goes out in the middle of the yard
and conversation through the broken window.
It's like about why, like way more exposition than it's like
more of it, just more because we're not done yet.
And then changes into
the professor.
Yes, and then changes into Mina. The main character.
And then they walk back to. It's like
She had to walk
hold
out-
on, one
out
second. I gotta go outside.
I got to go like 60 feet over here in the middle of the yard to just like transform.
It didn't make any sense.
It was just to pad all this talking.
There's
so much talking.
Yeah, it's like, well, we have all this dialogue we got to get in. We got to have something to keep everyone.
Something happening.
Yeah. So
that's what it was.
That's all it is. It's shoehorned in there like a fucking man.
Yeah,
So-
anyway, and then she's like, no, you're part human. You can be.
Yeah, you're
we can all live
not
together.
one of them. You're half human, so that's why you
And
can
she
walk in the
Nina
daytime. That's
gives-
why they mistreated you all the time.
And then-
you were an outcast with the changeling.
And the daywalker's like, no, you're lying. And then she's like, no, you have a heart. No.
Yeah,
and then an explosion happens. Some
like
random explosion happens.
No,
And then she grows
she
wings.
goes, and then she like
this
farts
explosion
a few
happens.
times, and then this big.
It was like a pre sky beam. That's what it looked like. A Marvel.
Yeah, it's like one of
Like
those.
an energy beam explosion.
Oh god! But like,
And then
what
she grows wings and
like,
flies
you
away.
think that it wouldn't hurt to do that shit because you're a changeling.
I know, right?
So why are you like? You're not a werewolf,
Like
man.
changing from a man to a woman doesn't change your bone structure.
No, it
like you
doesn't.
just gotta change a
Just
little.
kind of
yeah,
But and then she poops wings out of her back, and then
Shits the wings out.
and then she's like, "I hope you're right."
no, it was so dumb. It was so like
She flies out to the
to some roof across the way.
and they're talking.
And they're talking, and she's like, "No, you have a heart. You could do good for
You can
humanity.
live in the world
Yeah.
and do
And then,
good.
and then she says in Madeline's voice, "I hope you're right, Mina." And it was so stupidly
It was
flat and
flat.
awful. And then,
flat as
and then
fuck.
it cuts to her talking to her sister, and she's like, tells her the whole story, and she's like, "You've been through a lot."
and her sister believes her.
I would never believe that shit. That's
I would
so
be
stupid.
like, I'm gonna call a doctor.
Or I'd be
we're
like,
gonna
"We
you
gotta
checked
get the
in."
military going to that
Yeah,
forest.
something, man. But it's like
eating
here's my
people.
kids, you know,
Yeah.
because they have issues, sister issues.
Yeah, because of some
a
stupid
historic.
shoehorn story
Which
about the
doesn't
parents.
have. Is that supposed to make me like her more?
It didn't. That it was to pad shit because it's
But
only
it's
an hour
already
and
too
40.
long.
Yeah, I know.
It's already too.
Anyway, fuck this movie. So.
Yeah, fuck this movie. I still stand by it. It's a 3. I think some of it was interesting.
I was on board for a
but
good
then it
chunk,
just started
and then it just.
point gun.
Like I
point
said, it
gun,
shit
point
all over
gun,
itself.
point gun. Yep. So.
But
I
anyway,
would say don't. I wouldn't.
I would
rewatch
never.
It.
No, this dude needs to stop making movies, so don't
He's
support
fuck-
him.
Just quit.
I guess if
Send
you
the
really
same-
have to, stream it.
Yeah.
If you
even
really
that's
have
sending
to.
the wrong message, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
they still get
he doesn't
see how many
he
views.
doesn't exactly. He doesn't. He needs to retire.
Don't monetarily finance this dude anymore. He
No,
sucks.
it's really bad.
Oh man,
He has good ideas and then he just fucks them up.
shits all over
You
him.
can't.
It's just his movies literally shit all over
We
themselves.
need to get him a diper, a creative diaper.
Should make a
Where
diaper
he
for a
it
movie.
just doesn't leak on
like
anything
a
else.
Blu-ray.
Just keep that
A
contained.
Blu-ray diaper. That's what I should do.
There you go. All right. Well, anyway, guys, that's our 2 cents worth on this. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, bang the bell. What do you think? Does this have any? I mean,
Merit.
should he be? He's washed up, right? We're not wrong here, right? He hasn't made a good movie in
15 years. or
yeah.
something.
So like, come on, like. Anyway, so thanks for watching.
I'm wiped
guys.
out. This is such a long day.
Yeah?
And to end it with this.
Yeah, I know.
You know what's sad? If those other people wouldn't have came in the theater,
Oh, this would.
I would have had actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I had to keep it all to myself.
Yeah.
What a shame. Just like this movie.
Yeah. It's a fucking.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll let you go.
All right. Peace out, guys.